If Game of the Year was based on who had the best trailer, we already have a winner here. I don't think Tears of the Kingdom is gonna win Game of the Year. Sure, Tears of the Kingdom brought some new ideas to the table, such as Ascend, Fuse, but there's some areas where it's lacking. This is so hard to control! First off, the story. The trailer gives us this feeling that we're gonna get the best lore ever, but once you actually finish the game, you realize the story is weak and vague. Yay, Ganon came back, but he got as much depth as a piece of paper, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what his motivations are, we don't know his backstory, why he's evil, why he hates the Rauru, why he's attacking Hyrule, none of that. The game expects us to just go with it, but no, we're used to games having intricate plots. Look at Spider-Man 2, that's a really good plot. Look at God of War, really good plots. This game had so much hype that you expect the plot to be really good, and that's really what I expected. But I was really sad that the plot was this bad. Look at games like Baldur's Gate and Spider-Man 2. I don't think Tears of the Kingdom story has any chance of touching the two of them. Additionally, sadly, Link isn't an expressive character. But Link doesn't need to talk. Okay, we've had enough of you. Look at Kratos, a character who's expressive and has a past, and we get to experience the game from his point of view. Look at Baldur's Gate, a game filled with deep and expressive characters. And Spider-Man 2, another good contender for Game of the Year, has deep and expressive characters as well. Unlike Breath of the Wild, the characters here seem to have actually grown up. Link still looks the exact same as the last game, he only got longer hair. Link could actually use a beard and join the crew. However, I will say that you learn a lot about Link from talking to NPCs, and that's a good way of storytelling. They all call him Master Link, showing the kind of impression he left on them. Link, bro. They're treating Link like he's that guy. He's that guy. Link got all the clout, bro. Number 2, combat and difficulty. Tears of the Kingdom's combat is lacking in depth. You could say Zonai devices increase the depth of combat, but I'll just say they are trifling exploits. If you glued a bunch of lasers together to kill a Gleeok, I don't think that requires a lot of skill. You feel me? You only have one basic combo, which is why. And let's not forget why. And also, why? There isn't really a lot of difficulty and skill involved. Combat is literally just using weapons with high stats to kill the enemy as fast as possible. Look at a game like Hollow Knight where you cannot increase your stats. There are so many tricks you can learn to kill enemies faster. Look here, on my second try fighting Ganondorf, I just killed him immediately by using a super strong weapon. Yes! I will say the Gleeok boss fights are pretty challenging. I've only killed one Gleeok out of the 3. You can watch that video on my channel, link in bio. In games like Spider-Man and Lies of P, the combat has so much depth, and also Lies of P has a weapon breaking system that is way better than Zelda. When your weapon gets too dull, you can sharpen it, and sharpening takes a bit of time, and enemies can hit you while you're sharpening it. This is the same thing in Monster Hunter. You use a whetstone to sharpen your weapon. Wish we could have gotten weapon repair instead of having our weapons break. It's annoying to go to the depths and get a weapon you really like just for it to break. Some of us get really attached to our weapons. There's no way I'm gonna use my Zora Lionel Trident again. I don't wanna risk it breaking. It's my favorite weapon. Secondly, the beater enemies are just punching bag. You don't need a lot of skill to beat Bokoblin, Moblins, and the new Zonai guys. They're basically just punching bag. Their moves aren't too different from the last game. The only time they give you trouble is when they come in swarms. And when they have incredibly high health, and those aren't difficult, they're just tedious. Giving an enemy higher health isn't going to make it more difficult to fight, it's just going to make it more tedious to defeat. The animation for the combat still remains the same. Each weapon still has the same animations they had from Breath of the Wild. Sorry but doing spear animations with a scythe isn't the most interesting thing to watch. The Master Sword is also no different from a regular sword. I thought this was supposed to be the strongest sword, bathed in the light of the Light Dragon, but it's so basic. Now let's take Lies of P for example. In that game, each weapon, not weapon type, each weapon has its own unique special, and handle have their own unique special. These specials are not reused animation from the last specials, they are all different. And lastly, exploration. Exploration hasn't changed much from the last game. The only thing that changed is the way you explore. You have more options to explore, like, get on a glider, different things to explore. But what are you exploring for? You're just gonna find the exact same things. Just gonna get some Korok seeds, find a shrine, see enemies you've already seen before. You're joking. You're joking, a Korok. You're a Korok! This honestly killed my need to explore, knowing that I would find the same things. I haven't even finished the map, but I don't even feel like it because I'm like, what's there to find? I'm just gonna find the exact same things. I'm not gonna find anything interesting. I'm tired of finding a cool place and I'm gonna be like, oh, what's there? Then just to find Korok seeds. Look at Elden Ring. Wherever you go, you can expect the boss fight to find a new ability or a brand new weapon. Tears of the Kingdom doesn't have that. Okay, to be honest, Tears of the Kingdom is a great game. It just got really boring fast after it beat Ganon. I had no reason to touch the game again because there was nothing to do. A few of my points might be biased, such as enemies not being challenging, because I know they did buff the Taluses and they became more challenging enemies. Exploration is great. You can go anywhere like any other game. The camera angle for exploration is really amazing. You can see the most of the map, unlike other games. I'm looking at you, God of War. But I still stand by my point. There is still nothing to find, so exploration feels pointless. Tears of the Kingdom is still a great sandbox that gives you more options to play with, but like Breath of the Wild, we've seen most of this before. I mean, it's not a big wow factor. Breath of the Wild brought something fresh and new still, but Tears of the Kingdom is still kind of fresh, but we've already seen that before, so I don't see why this game would get Game of the Year for not having that spectacle again. It's not revolutionizing anything again. Guys, I'm still new to this whole YouTube game review thing, so if you guys could be nice and drop your boy with a nice little subscription, that would be nice. But till then, Sweaty Aku is telling you bye, and the next video I'm dropping is gonna be a banger. Alright guys, peace out.